Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Adriana Morales with Orange Slice Properties, your Central Florida realtor serving Davenport and all surrounding areas. Today, I'm giving you a full Davenport market update for the month of November, covering all three major zip codes, 33837, 33896, and 33897. Just so you have the clearest and most accurate picture, I'm recording this on November 17th. Since we're only about halfway through November, these numbers represent the most current data available from Stellar MLS as of today. I always want to make sure you're getting the latest information so you can make the best decisions for your real estate goals. All right, let's talk real estate. Before we break down each zip code individually, here's what we're seeing across Davenport as a whole. We're experiencing a normal seasonal slowdown as we move into the holiday months. Homes are staying on the market a bit longer, buyer activity has softened, and new listings have dropped. Sales volume has also decreased and price per square foot numbers dipped slightly. Even with these shifts, sellers are still receiving strong offers close to their asking price. These trends are completely typical for November and December, and usually pick back up again as we enter January. Now, let's start with zip code 33837, which is one of the fastest growing and most in-demand areas of Davenport. In November, the median sale price was $326,500. Compared to the $350,000 in October, this decrease is common during the holiday season. Higher priced homes tend to close earlier in the year, while November usually brings a different mix of properties to the closing table. There were 42 closed sales in November compared to 147 closed sales in October. This is a large drop, but it perfectly matches the seasonal slowdown we always see as we get closer to the holidays. The sold price per square foot averaged $175 in November, down from $189 in October. This decline is often tied to the types of homes that closed. If smaller or more modest properties make up the majority of sales in a given month, the average naturally shifts downwards. Homes spent a median 39 days on the market in November compared to 40 days in October. This is incredibly steady and shows that 33837 continues to move faster than other Davenport zip codes, likely due to the number of newer communities and strong residential demand. The median days to sell was 36 days in both November and October. This consistency shows that once a home goes under contract, it moves through the closing process smoothly. 93 new listings in November compared to 199 in October. Many homeowners avoid listing their homes during the holidays, so a drop in new inventory is expected this time of year. Homes sold for 100% of their list price in November compared to 99.7% in October. This is one of the strongest indicators of demand. Well-priced homes in 33837 are still selling at or extremely close to their asking price. Next, let's take a look at zip code 33896. This area includes a blend of residential communities, golf resort neighborhoods, and many properties that attract investors. The median sale price in November was $385,000, up from the $366,250 in November. An increase in median price usually means higher priced homes happen to close during the month. It doesn't necessarily mean values are rising, it simply reflects the mix of properties sold. There were 23 closed sales in November compared to 54 in October. This drop in sales volumes matched the seasonal pattern where buyers tend to pause their search or delay closings around the holidays. The sold price per square foot averaged $177 in November compared to $190 in October. This type of dip is common when fewer high-end homes are selling or when buyer activity slows. Homes in the zip code spent a median of 102 days on the market in November, compared to 92 days in October. This increase shows that buyers are taking more time and the market is moving more slowly as we head into the holiday season. The median days to sell was 83 days in November and 85 days in October. Interestingly though, although homes were listed longer, once they went under contract, the time to close remained fairly consistent. There were 57 new listings in November compared to 111 in October. This is one of the largest drops in new listings among the Davenport zip codes. Many sellers prefer to wait until after the holiday season to list when buyer activity increases. Homes sold for 95.1% of their list price in November compared to 96.6% in October. This means buyer had a bit more negotiating room, but sellers still received strong offers overall. Let's review zip code 33897, which includes a variety of established neighborhoods as well as short-term rental communities. The median sale price in November was $327,450 compared to $382,000 in October. This decline is often tied to the mix of homes sold. Vacation areas experience more variability because investor behavior changes throughout the year. There were 18 closed sales in November compared to 41 in October. Like the other zip codes, fewer buyers were active this month, which is typical around the holiday season. The sold price per square foot averaged $180 in November compared to $187 in October. This slight dip is consistent with a softer month of buyer activity. Homes spent a median of 103 days on the market in November compared to 82 days in October. The zip code tends to show higher days on market because it includes several short-term rental communities where investor buyers move more cautiously. The median days to sell was 103 days in November compared to 75 days in October. This is the largest increase in days to sell among the Davenport zip codes and is likely tied to slower investor activity in the vacation home sector. There were 41 new listings in November compared to 91 new listings in October. This drop aligns with the holiday season when many homeowners choose to delay listing their properties. Homes sold for 98% of their list price in both November and October. Even with slower sales movements, sellers are still achieving strong offers relative to their asking price. So what does all of this mean if you're a buyer in Davenport? Buyers currently have more time to make decisions, there is less competition compared to the spring and summer months, and there is slightly more negotiating power available with higher days on market. This is a great window for buyers who want to enter the market before activity increases again in January. For sellers, strategy is extremely important this season. Homes that are priced correctly, presented well, and in a good condition continue to sell close to list price and sometimes faster than expected. Overpricing during the holiday season can significantly extend your days on the market, so pricing smart is key. It's also important to remember that Davenport is made up of both primary residential communities and short-term rental neighborhoods. Short-term rental homes tend to remain on the market longer because they appeal primarily to investors rather than full-time residents. Residential homes, especially newer or well-maintained properties, generally move faster. This mix explains why certain zip codes show higher days on market and why pricing can shift differently across Davenport. As we head into January through March, market activity usually increases. We typically see more buyers entering the market, more homes being listed, faster days on market, stronger competition, and more stable pricing. So even though November appears slower, this shift is temporary and expected. If you'd like a personal breakdown for your neighborhood or you're thinking about buying or selling in 2026, feel free to reach out. I'd love to help guide you through the Central Florida market. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell so you never miss an update. I'll see you in the next video.